Good morning. So, game engines. They take the world of video game creation and they put it in the hands of everyone. They're fun, versatile, and responsible for helping the creation of thousands of games. Last month, I spent every week trying out a bunch of these game engines. And first off, what are you doing here? Go check that out first. And second of all, I just had a ton of fun with it. But I know what you guys are wondering. What engine is the best? You didn't even let me finish my sentence. Yeah, but you're gonna say that we were wondering which engine is the best, so I was just finishing what you're gonna say. Okay, whatever. No need to be a jerk about it. Well, let's get started. Welcome to class, everybody. Hey there, Unreal. Godot. How's it going, Construct? Nice to see you, Game Maker. Oh, you're here. Well, anyways, welcome to Finals Week. This final is going to have 3 parts. The first part is engine layout and design. The second part is engine power and performance. Third up, we're going to go over your monetization performance. Then I'll put all the scores together and give you a final grade. Okay, class, let's begin first with engine organization and layout. Unreal, you're up first. Unreal was really fun to work with. The layout felt very natural and I understood it pretty easily. It was pretty intuitive and didn't take me long to figure it out. The coding blueprints were also really seamless to work with. Now, what you're all waiting for. On this section, I give Unreal a B+. It's pretty good, other than sometimes it can seem a bit cluttered. Construct, you're up next. Believe it or not, this dinky little browser-based engine was really one of my favorite layouts. It was super simple and almost instantly understandable. Everything made a lot of sense, and what can I say? It was just great. I'm going to give Construct 3 a solid A on the engine layout and organization. Game Maker, it's your turn. Game Maker, what to say? I did not like Game Maker's layout. It was unnecessarily complicated, and its open layout just made it hard to find everything. Not impressed, giving it a D. Sorry, Game Maker. Better luck next time. Godot, let's get to you. I thought the layout of this engine was pretty good, and I learned the engine very quick. It was very Unity-esque, and I was able to understand it quite well. It's going to earn itself a solid B just on the fact there are quite a bit of tabs and the scene setup was a little confusing. Unity? You're here? I guess I'll grade your performance too. But hey, he didn't compete in New Engine November. Well, yes, but I have a lot of experience with it and I should share my thoughts. But you're gonna be biased. I'm sure I will be, but enough beating around the bush. Let's get to it. I've been using Unity for years. I think it's pretty good, but it's also pretty complicated. It has a lot of different windows that aren't always obvious. Anyways, B for Unity. Good job, class. Here are the results for Section 1. Now let's move on to Section 2, Power and Performance. Well, let's get going. Unreal, you're up. Unreal did not run good on my computer. It was just bad. It had the capability to do a lot. It just barely ran. D-. Construct, on the other hand, ran perfectly great. It was browser-based, so it was just super light. But also, it did kind of lack the power of the other dedicated engines. And because of that, I'm going to give it an A-, just because of the limited power. Game Maker ran fine and had great power, nothing noteworthy in the slightest. A. Godot, again, didn't have anything noteworthy. A. In fear of sounding like a broken record, Unity was great. A. Here is a list of all the scores so far. Now time to move on to the next round. This portion of the test is monetization and how you pay for each engine. Let's get started. Unreal, you're up. Unreal's monetization was pretty good. It was a simple 5% royalty over $1 million earned. That leaves you a lot of headroom before you have to start paying, and you have all the features in the engine, including exporting to every platform. A. Construct. Not mad. I'm just disappointed. I did not like Construct's monetization. It limited a lot of the functionality behind a paywall. You'd have to pay if your project got big enough that you'd need more of these features, and you couldn't export it to certain platforms without paying either. F. The way that GameMaker was set up was it just limited what platforms you could export to behind a paywall. Not one of my favorites, because you just can't share the game without paying. Giving it a C. Godot, get up here, you little rascal. Godot was perfect. It was free. That's it. No payments at all. A+. Unity, you're up next. Let's talk about Unity. I'm sure there's just nothing controversial about it that happened recently that may or may have not caused huge community outlash. Yeah, nothing at all. Anyways, Unity is pretty good. 2.5% royalty over $200,000 earned. You pay less than Unreal, but you have to start paying sooner. Anyways, A-. Now we're done with the third section. Let's tally up all of the scores from each part of the test and give you a final grade. And Unreal is up first with a, drumroll please, B-. Ooh, did you combine all the scores and mathematically calculate the final score? Anyways, I thought Unreal was super good. The only thing that is really holding it back is its performance, and you can see that by its score sheet. Moving on to Construct 3. And I'm going to give you a C-. And that might seem a little bit harsh, but due to its large paywall, I just can't suggest this engine to people based on that. Okay, GameMaker Studio. Your final score is a C+. GameMaker was the engine that I enjoyed working in the least, and its monetization just wasn't great on top of that either. Sorry. Godot, it's your turn, and you get an A. Good job. It's just a solid game engine all around, and I could and probably will recommend this engine to a lot of people. Just great all around. Now Unity, you're up. I'm gonna give Unity a B+. This is just another great engine, but I docked it some points because I'm sure there's just no controversy around this game engine at all. Anyways, here are the final scores. You can check them out and make your own opinions about each game engine. I should also say that this is just my thoughts. All of these engines are capable of making great games, and use whatever engine works best for you. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you do your homework and like and subscribe. Class dismissed.